figured I'd make another video here. This is the 2014 Raptor. Just in case you guys were looking at my first video and you thought, hey, this guy is just, you know, driving a 5-liter or something like that. Or maybe he was driving a ecoboost or something, which I'm not. I drive a stock Raptor 2014, the 6,000 pound behemoth. Don't know if you guys can hear that. I'm packing a little something special underneath. But check out that fuel economy there. That was on my miles per gallon. Of course, it's dropped significantly because, you know, I just fired it up and, you know, it's a little thirsty. It's a V8. But we're going to take a trip home. I'm going to take you guys with me just so you can see that I wasn't making up the numbers in my previous video. This is a very efficient engine if you know what you're doing and know how to drive it. So we're going to take this drive and we're going to see just what kind of numbers it gets as I go home. Because, you know, I want to let you guys know that this is all real. So we're driving out. Drive it like a baby. Speed limit on this road is 25. I'm doing 30. But as you can see, at 30 miles per hour, she wants to get back up to 24 miles per gallon, which is what I was clocking this morning. So, you know, this is city driving. This is stop and go driving. You know, my first stop sign here. My little commute home in the 6.2 liter high output V8. Speed limit here is 30 once again, so I've gotten up to speed. Got a light coming up. I'm at my light, so 10 miles per gallon. Just starting out. Putting it back on. Got my first green light. This is like hills, you know, where I'm at, there's not a lot of hills. There really isn't. There's some mountainous terrain, but not a lot of hills. Once we get past this next light, we'll see what's going on. Surrounding area. You know, there's a big mountain there, but we're going to drive around that. We're going to drive around that and again, real world driving. Another stoplight here on my ride home. Trust me, on tap, there's more than 411 horses in this thing. There's way more than that. Speed limit here is 50. So I've gotten her at 50 miles per hour. And as you can see, she's rocking 20. So, a little bit of an incline as we go on the on-ramp here. But even as we go on the on-ramp, you'll see that, you know, she's hovering at 20 miles per gallon. engine is getting warmed up. Once she gets fired up, things are going to start rocking and rolling very quickly. So we're getting up to speed. Fairly straight and even terrain here. Transmission is still getting up to operating temperature. Right now the transmission is at 140 degrees. You want all the lubricants to be as hot as possible. Okay? Even with the turbo, you don't really want to drive it when it's cold. But once I get on the highway, boom, she starts riding like she's supposed to. Check it out, 30 miles per gallon on that last minute. You know, got a Dodge Ram right behind me with his Hemi. His hemispherical chambers wanting to pass me. Oh, look! Got a Z60. You know, those Z60s and Z71s, the stickers, badges, gimmicks. You know, I don't know why people waste time to get video here, and I'm playing this because, you know, just in case people thought that the video that I made this morning was a fluke. So I just left work. I'm on my commute home. 9 miles into it. You know, of course, there's a lot more traffic. Well, this isn't really traffic, at least not from what I can see, but this is about as busy as it gets where I'm at. So we're looking at 20 miles per gallon. Pretty straight. That's a hill, the on-ramp there, but this is level. So it's pretty much like this for most of my drive home. Now, I do have the advantage of working right next to the freeway, so once I get off of work, you know, I just shoot on. I go through a light, 2 stop signs, and I'm on the highway. And similarly, when I get to near my house, there's about 1, 2, 3, 4 stoplights that I need to go through. But even then, you know, fuel economy is now at 21 miles per gallon. You know, 55 miles per hour, that's still good. You know, the speed limit is 60 here anyway. In this construction zone, it's actually 50. So yeah, you know, this 6.2 liter high output V8, it gets pretty decent mileage. I mean, you don't drive it like you stole it. But I'll be the first to tell you, I've had this truck for a while. I don't have it because I care about gas. You know, people typically don't get SRTs, Raptors, and all these other performance cars because they care about fuel. I've had it for a long time. I've had it when it was 14 miles per gallon. Just a couple of weeks ago, this would have been 12 easily, or 11 miles per gallon. Driving the same manner that I'm driving right now, doing everything that I can to squeeze some MPGs out of it, it would have, you know, been in the low 17s. But right now, it's doing pretty good. So I thought I'd just share this with you guys, you know. I do have fun in this car. Make no mistake about it. I take it off-roading. I hit the trails. I, you know, push it. You know, there's some days I get up and, you know, I feel like kicking everybody's doors in with this V8, and I very much do that. But for the most part, when I drive, I had a commuter, but I got rid of it. This truck, it wasn't burning that much gas. Even before I did some tweaks to it, it wasn't hurting my wallet. I never got the advertised range of 286 miles. I certainly didn't do that. I got a range of 320 miles on the 26-gallon tank. Sometimes a little more than that, maybe 340. But now, if I fill it up, I will easily get 284 miles per gallon. So, got a little accident up here. Not sure what happened, but this is abnormal. So I'm going to take this exit and get right off of this highway. You got to read things, I don't have a gift, but I do have a sixth sense when it comes to certain things. I certainly have it when it comes to taking care of this truck and improving the performance on it. I took shop class back in the day, so I do know a thing or two. I know a couple of things about cars. I know a couple of things about modifying cars. It doesn't matter if they have an ECU or a carburetor. It's all basic stuff. Not doing that. But since this is a real world drive, this is great because now we get to see what this thing does in the city. In fact, I'm going to overshoot my house. My commute actually will end, if I were going home, it would end in about less than 5 minutes. But I'm going to overshoot the road that I normally take because I want to do some stop and go driving, some inner city mix. And let's see, how the fuel economy takes that. I am going up a hill right now, very steep hill at that. So the MPGs are dropping because of that. Limit is 35 here, so still on a bit of an incline, but as you can see, 35 stoplight straight ahead. Oh look, there's a Raptor. Oh man, he doesn't know that I'm packing something special in my exhaust, something a lot more special than what he's got. So he's got the 20-something Raptor in front of us, and I don't think he's getting 21 miles per gallon. I certainly don't think, on a trip like that, 14 miles is 20 miles. So again, my trip is almost over. They tout those twin turbos as the greatest thing since sliced bread, but there's nothing that beats a V8. There's no replacement for displacement. I don't care what anybody says. Pop on that a little bit, let him know that I'm behind him, let him know that he's got a lurker, a stalker. For the price that they jacked the truck up to, there is no way that I would get a Gen 2. Not for a turbocharger. The problem with turbos is that they go bad. I had a car, a turbo, not too long ago, And I'm telling you, look how slow he's driving. He's like, man, I gotta conserve the fuel in this. I gotta get my 15 miles per gallon. I've gotta get my 15 miles per gallon. Okay, good luck with that, buddy. The only way you're gonna get 15 or 16 miles per gallon is to turn it on eco mode and reduce your horsepower significantly, which I don't have to do. So let's deactivate that sport mode. Let's see if he's gonna launch. I wanted to launch. Engine and tranny is at full power. Look at him. He's got his foot off the brakes. Bring it. Let's see what we can do. Oh, you're driving like a granny. I would have floored it. It would have been a tail of the tape right there. I certainly have more than 411 ponies under my hood, and I would have loved to see me and this guy go head to head. Would have loved it, you know? So I'm rocking more than 20 mpgs. I doubt he's getting that. I mean, look how slow he's going. I still got the Gen 2 in front of me. He probably thinks I'm admiring him. No, buddy, I'm trashing your truck. So we got a little bit more stop and go going on here. Economy 20.3. This guy's still driving like a granny again. At least I drive the speed limit. Speed limit is 40. Speed limit is 40. This guy is doing like 22 miles per gallon. I mean 22 miles per hour. Dude, come on, at least open it up. Okay? You got 450 horses on tap. Use them. I'm not cruising to stalk you, you know, because I want your truck. I really don't. You can't beat a V8. There's no replacement for displacement. I know I said it already. Check it out. I'm getting 20 miles per gallon. He's holding, you know, he's doing like darn near 39 miles an hour, 35. The speed limit is 40. So, you know, I'm done focusing on him. Hey, you know, if you want an $80,000 truck, yeah, there you go. More power to you. It looks good. But I would not get it. I would not. So, as you can see, city driving mixed, you know, this, you got a mixture of gauges there, but let's go to the trip. All in all, my trip is at 18.6. Now, this truck does get in the city pretty good mileage. I mean, if I got less than 16 and a half in the city, I would be really, really surprised at that. Hey, but check it out. I'm still behind this Raptor, by the way. This is just a tail of the tape. At some point I am going to pass you because you're too freaking slow. So in the city I do drive normally. You know, on the highway I may drop it to 55 sometimes for the commute. But in the city I do, you know, I follow the speed limit. If the posted speed limit is 35, I drive 35. If the posted speed limit is so yeah, I'm passing this guy. I don't know what he's doing. Obviously he can't afford a $2,000 car note and premium gas and a 33-gallon tank. But one of us can. You know? Of the two trucks that you guys just saw, oh, perfect. That's what you want to see. You want to see that temperature is as hot as fucking possible without getting too hot. You don't want to fry your transmission, but you at least want it to be over 185. You want to be optimal. You want the engine to be as hot as fuck. You want, pardon my French, you want the transmission to be hot. And then look, 18.5. From the time I started in my job until now, I'm at my final destination, and I'm about to turn this car off if this lady moves out of my freaking way. Again, this morning you saw me showcase this car running at 24 miles per gallon. A little traffic today, a lot of stop and go. A lot of stop and go going on. And for you guys that are in your Gen 2s, or anybody that has a turbo and thinks that a turbo saves fuel, it does, but you've got to significantly reduce the amount of horsepower that you have. And you know, this is the end of my trip. Getting ready to close this bad boy. We did 17 miles. 17 miles, that's 0.9 gallons burned. So that's pretty darn good. See you guys later.